Good morning from Oklahoma. I'm Dave Deken with a look at what's happening in agriculture and rural life across our great state in this episode of Red Dirt and Round Bales. Most people have heard Oklahoma described as red dirt country. So much so that's the color of the soil in our name. And sure enough, drive a gravel road after a summer rain and that red mud will follow you all the way home. But here is the first surprise. Oklahoma is not covered by one kind of red dirt. Soil scientists have identified more than 550 kinds of soil in the state. 7 of the 12 major soil orders used to classify soils in the entire world can be found right here. That means that the ground beneath Oklahoma is far more complicated than it looks from the highway. You can find pale, sandy soils to the west, dark prairie soils in the center, sticky clays that swell when they get wet, thin, rocky soils in the hills, and deeply weathered forest soils in the southeast, sometimes all within a few hours' drive. You know, soil is not just crushed rock. A healthy soil contains mineral particles, decaying plant matter, living organisms, water, and air. And it develops slowly through the combined work of geology, climate, plants, animals, landscape, and time. Now, if you dig a deep enough hole, you'll see many layers. Soil scientists call them horizons. The darker surface may contain more organic matter and plant roots. Beneath it, clay, iron, calcium, and other materials may have collected. Those layers are kind of like the pages of a family Bible. They record where the soils came from and some of what has happened to it. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. Our great state of Oklahoma has one of the sharpest rainfall changes you can find across a state this size. The far western Panhandle only averages around 17 inches of precipitation a year. Now, the far southeast corner of Oklahoma, well, they get roughly around 56. That's right. One end of Oklahoma receives more than 3 times the annual rainfall of the other. Oklahoma is not one soil country. It's a continent in miniature. Driving from the Panhandle towards the Ouachita Mountains is almost like watching a soil experiment unfold through the windshield. In the drier western parts of the state, less water moves down through the ground. Calcium and other minerals are more likely to remain in the soil. Many western soils are neutral or alkaline, and some contain visible accumulations of calcium carbonate. Travel east, and the increasing rainfall changes the chemistry. More water filters through the soil, carrying certain minerals downward and washing them away. That process is called leaching. Many eastern soils across Oklahoma become more acidic, and clay and iron may become more concentrated in the subsoil. The red often comes from iron attached to soil particles. When that iron reacts with oxygen, it forms a reddish iron oxide. In plain language, some Oklahoma soil is red for much of the same reason an old piece of iron turns rusty. But red does not automatically mean fertile. The dark does not always mean perfect. Color is a clue, but it's not a report card. Because texture matters too. Sandy soil drains quickly, but may not hold the water or nutrients very long. Clay can store more water and nutrients, but it may drain slowly, compact easily, or become hard when it dries. Now, silt falls somewhere in between them. A loam contains a useful mixture of particle sizes. Those differences help explain Oklahoma's working landscape. Soil influences where wheat grows well, where cattle can graze, where forests take hold, and how much fertilizer or lime a field may need. It affects whether a pond holds water, whether a septic system will function, and how a road or a building foundation should be designed. In fact, Oklahoma even has an official state soil, Port Silt Loam. It's a deep, well-drained floodplain soil, usually dark reddish-brown near the surface. Its layers were built from sediment deposited by moving water. And someday, whenever you're on the game show Jeopardy, you can answer with confidence that Port Silt loam became the state soil of Oklahoma in 1987? Well, it's a fitting choice for a place where rivers, prairie grasses, geology, and agriculture have all left their mark. But like a lot of natural resources, soil can be lost faster than it can be rebuilt. Wind can lift it, rain can carry it downhill, bare ground leaves it exposed. That is why practices such as keeping crop residue on the surface, planting cover crops, managing grazing, and using terraces and protected waterways matter. They are not simply farming techniques. They are ways of keeping Oklahoma's history from blowing or washing away. So the next time somebody calls Oklahoma red dirt country, you might tell them that they're only seeing one page of the story. Because beneath Oklahoma is dry country soil, prairie soil, forest soil, floodplain soil, sand, clay, silt, and stone. It is geology shaped by weather. It is climate written in layers. And it is more than just dirt. It's a living record of Oklahoma itself. To learn more about the many soil types of Oklahoma, visit reddirtandroundbales.com. I'm Dave Deken, and we'll talk with you next time when we take another look at rural life and agriculture in Oklahoma on Red Dirt and Round Bales.